Hey students, welcome to step 1 of Chapter 8. In Chapter 8 we're going to cover a very important concept in HTML called external style sheets. It helps you organize your style and it's very useful and efficient. So we're going to learn about that concept. So the first thing we're going to do is you're going to take the lounge folder, unzip it, open it up. It should look something like this. Okay, and then open lounge.html in Notepad and add a style tag. I'm going to open and close the style tag after the title tag. So I'm going to open style and I'm going to hit enter a couple times and close style. Alright, now I'm going to add some style to the p tag. So anything that's in a p tag is going to contain this style. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a color, maroon, semicolon. Okay? Control S, and now when I refresh lounge.html, which I opened up here, it now contains the maroon text because the maroon text is in a p tag. Okay? So I'm going to go back here, and now what I'm going to do is I am going to add style to the H1 and the H2. Okay, so anything that's in an H1 tag will contain this style. So H1, I'm going to give it a font -family of sans serif semicolon. I'm also going to give it the color gray semicolon. Okay, and I'm going to apply the same style to my H2 tag. So I'm going to Control C here. And I'm going to Control V here and change this H1 to an H2, Control S. Okay, now when I refresh my page, alright, I see that anything that's in an H1 or an H2 tag is now gray and sans serif. But the thing is I'm wasting a lot of space here because the H1 and the H2 tag has the same code. So rather than type it twice, I'm just going to show you how you can get around that. H1, H2. Simple as that. Now I no longer need all of this. Delete. It's still going to apply to both the H1 and the H2. So I Control S, and when I refresh my page, nothing should change. The H2 is still gray, and the H1 is still gray sans serif. Okay, so that's how you can eliminate all that extra code. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a border bottom to the H1 and H2 tag. So border -bottom and I'm going to make it 1 pixel thick. It's going to be solid and it's going to be gray. Excuse me, I'm going to make it black semicolon. Okay, Control S. Now when I refresh my page, you'll see that I have an underline under the H2 and I have an underline under the H1. But what would happen if I only wanted it under the H1? Well, there's a way around that. All I have to do is hit enter here, H1, open curly. I like to keep things efficient here. Okay, H1, and I'm going to cut this, Control X, and paste it here. Control V. Okay? So now that got rid of it from the H2 and applies it only to the H1. So let's see if that works. Control S and refresh the page. Okay, so now that we have all of this straightened out and organized in our style, we're going to create an external style sheet. Okay, so that can be accomplished by creating a new file called lounge.css. Okay, so we're going to go to File, New, and we're going to right click, Save As, and notice how it already put me right where I want to be in the Lounge folder. And the CSS page should be in the same location as the home page, which in this case is lounge.html. So we're going to choose Cascade Style Sheet File, CSS, and we're going to rename this Lounge.css, Lounge, and we're going to click Save. There it is. Now we have a file called lounge. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take all of our style, excluding the open and closing style tag. Now remember, the external style sheet does not have to have a style tag. So I'm going to actually Control X because I no longer need it here. And I'm going to go to this page and Control V. So as you can see, all of my style, and I'm going to actually put this at the beginning, okay? So all of my style is now in here. So now I'm going to Control S this page, and I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to actually delete my style tags. So now I don't have any style, but watch what happens when I Control S here and refresh my page. I lost all of the style that I put in here, okay? But I want it back. So in order to do that, okay, I need to link the lounge.html to lounge.css. And here's how you do that, okay? So you go to lounge.html in Notepad, which is right here, and underneath the title tag, we're going to put a link tag, LINK, type equals open quote text /CSS, and I'm going to go on the other side of the quote in relation to style sheet. Okay. And then, of course, we need to reference the page, the CSS page, just like we do when we're referencing a link. We need to tell it where that lounge.css page is. So this is easy because the lounge.css page is in the same exact folder as lounge.html, which is where we are now. So lounge.css. Okay. Now, because we're doing XHTML, okay, every opening tag has to have a closing tag. All right. So we're going to do that right here by putting / close. Okay, so now let's Control S this, and now when we refresh our page again, we have our style back because we've linked lounge.html to lounge.css. Okay, I'm going to stop step 1. Thanks for watching.